Hey, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, yes, you right there, then welcome to my channel, darling. Guys, for today's video, I had posted on my social medias that I'm going to be filming a Q&A to ask me Q&A related questions, and that is what we're going to be doing today. I have a few questions from Instagram that I'm going to be wanting to go over, and then I also posted a poll on YouTube, so we'll see how that is looking. But before I hop into today's video, if you could please hit the subscribe button, it would really help me out in the long run. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and also make sure to comment down below. Comment down, what your favorite question that I answered was. Because I don't want to keep talking no more, because I'm going to do a lot of talking with these questions, because I'm looking at some of them and I'm like, whoo. So let's jump into today's updated Q&A. Is body surgery something you're serious about? By the way, love you. Honestly, yes, I do plan on getting a BBL. My plan is, since I might as well tell you guys since I'm already, speaking on it, I want to get one. I'm going to be 21 by the end of this year, so my plan is to try to get it before my birthday or get it like as my birthday present, but I want to enter January with a BBL. And yeah, that's like the only thing that I'm gonna get done on my body, unless I have to take out some of my ribs from my rib cage, just because I'm a boy. So like my rib cage is literally like big, like it makes me look like a football player, especially if I have like a little snatch waist. So that's another thing I have to like really look into. But other than that, no. On my face, I do kind of want to get a few things done, just some fillers, nothing like too dramatic. Thank you so much. I love you too, and thank you for supporting me in everything I do. Question: what are some of your favorite hobbies to do outdoors? Sis, low-key a lot, because I love the outdoors, especially the snow. Like honestly, I like just going on a hike and smoking. Like literally, that is a bomb hobby to do. Since it is kind of summer, I do like swimming, so going to lakes and camping and stuff is really fun, and river rafting is also really fun. So me and Gabriel always get this question like a lot. Would you live in LA? Honestly, I would live there, but I rather at the moment don't want to go until I'm like financially stable to like purchase a home. Cause yeah, I don't know why I have been talking to Gabriel about moving maybe towards like Vegas, just because financially wise it's a lot better over there. They don't do no state tax, they don't do, there's just a lot of better opportunities I feel like out there, and it is closer to California, and like the rent out there is ridiculously cheap. It's so crazy, but it's still something that me and my boyfriend have been talking about. And what do you think about drag queens? Honestly, I personally have nothing against them. I kind of want to have a drag queen friend so they can, make me into drag, and we could go out and slay and, vogue for the one time. But yeah, funny experience. When I first moved to Colorado, I almost got jumped by a group of drag queens. But we're not going to get into that tea. Have you ever thought of making merch? You were correct. I have. I tried going down the route. Okay, so a lot of companies reach out to me and they're like, oh my gosh, we can make you this many shirts, you get this much. But I don't want to do that like that, because at the end of the day, they're getting more of the profit, and I want to do it like I spend everything. I, purchase the clothes. I not maybe, hand do the logos, the prints, but like go to a store that actually does it and, purchase it myself. Obviously that is way much money, but I would rather it be like that, so I actually put my blood, sweat, and tears in it, and I actually put out something that I know I worked hard for in a way. Because I literally get so many, and it's so funny when I turn them down and I see like other influencers do them, and I'm like, oh, okay, your little 8% that you're gonna get out of $30. Like, what's the hardest thing about being a YouTuber / influencer? I think a lot of people fail to realize that I am human at the end of the day. So when I wake up to all the negative comments and all these people saying this about me, people spreading this about me, and it's people I've never even met a day in my life, that's what really is kind of like mind-blowing. But in a way, I signed up for this, so this is what I have to do, because at the end of the day, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right, period, point blank. I just get through it, and also I would like to say maybe sometimes trying to like create content or like trying to do a video idea, sometimes it is hard and stressful because you obviously want to be consistent. Well, I obviously want to be consistent and put out content, but I don't want to put out content where it's like, what the F is this? Like, this is just some half-assed. No, I guess in a way that's hard. How did you and Gabriel meet? When I moved to Colorado, he had hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and then from there we just started talking, then hanging out, and here we are 2.5 years later, living in our second apartment together with 2 beautiful dogs, and just living life. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I actually like this question. Honestly, in 10 years, I would like to be like so financially stable. I own businesses, I own my own home, I have my mother in my own home, we have Gabriel's parents in their own home. Like, you get me? I just want to be, I feel like that's everybody, but I constantly tell myself like just okay, like Instagram likes and followers aren't all that. As long as my bank account is looking good, then likes and followers really don't phase me, because at the end of the day, what am I gonna do with those? This one's interesting. Have you and Gabriel had a threesome yet? And if not, will you ever? We have discussed it, but I don't like sharing, and neither does he. And when we discussed it, we both came to a term like we don't want to do it like ever. Obviously, we love each other. We're in a relationship for each other. So I don't think we're gonna do one unless he can clone himself in a way. Which maybe in the future he can, but if he clones himself and it's 2, I would not know how to act. Next question. How can I find gay couples as friends? My boyfriend and I tried, but no luck. Honestly, me and Gabriel have lost a lot of friends because a lot of friends are like, oh, you changed up, you switched up, you're too busy this. People need to realize when you get in a relationship, like you're with that person every day, y'all go through everything, experience everything together. Like, there's some times where you work all week and you just have one day off and you wanted to spend it with your significant other rather than go, hang out with your friends or go. And I feel like once you're actually in a relationship, you don't realize stuff like that. Because when I was single, I was always like, oh my gosh, like you're annoying, you're always with your boyfriend, you're always with your girlfriend. But now that I'm actually in a relationship, I know how it feels, so I can relate to a lot of things. In a way, me and Gabriel really don't go out looking for like gay couple friends. We would like to, but it's kind of hard because at the end of the day, a lot of gays are hateful, shady, jealous, and like, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Edgar, you already know this question. It's vodka or tequila? Honestly, I do not like vodka no more. I was really like, oh my god, vodka, smeared vodka. But now I'm over it. Like, when you have a lot of bad experiences with vodka, I'm like, so honestly, like, some tequila does sound good. Even though I haven't had it in a minute. I think the last tequila I had was like a Patron. I think. Don't quote me on it though. Can y'all look at other guys or does it bother you? LOL. It depends, I guess, in a way. Sometimes me and Gabriel will sit there and check out. We mostly check out girls. I'll be like, oh, look, babe, like her body's bomb. Like, I want my body like that. But in guys, not really. Like, sometimes my boyfriend will be like, oh, like I wish I was like built like him, like as in muscle stuff. But other than that, no, not like nothing sexual or disrespectful, because it's like, why would I be in a relationship with someone if I'm going to be telling him like, ooh, look at that fine guy? Like, no, the fine guy is next to me, the one that's on my arm right now. Okay. One thing that's happened to you that has made you a stronger person. If you're new to my channel or you just don't know, like back then, last year actually, me and Gabriel were involved in a hate crime. So I feel like that was like a big awakening and a big like, enjoy life. Like, you're young, any day could be your last day, and it's scary too, like especially with all the stuff going around in the world now, like all these shootings, it's really honestly scary. Like, we should not live in fear doing like everyday people things. Like, we shouldn't have to live in fear, like going to the grocery store, keeping guard. Like, that's ridiculous. But that's a whole other topic. We're not gonna jump into that today, auntie. When you first moved out and started living on your own, how did you feel about that? Well, at first I was really scared, like as like it was coming closer. Like, obviously I set a date when I'm gonna move out my parents' house, and it was so scary like when it actually came to it, because it was just like you're gonna be on your own. Like, I don't know, it's like a weird feeling inside, but I feel like it's like that adult feeling. So I don't know how to explain that feeling, but after a while you're like, dang, I'm on my own. You become independent, you become more of an adult, and like obviously everyone needs to grow up and have that responsibility. So yeah, My question is, how you come up with these great ideas for your videos. Your videos are so good. Thank you. And I feel like literally I have so many videos that I don't put up because I'm like, this is not it, this ain't it. Sometimes I'm like consistent and I'll put videos like every 2-3 days, and then there's sometimes where I'm thinking for like 2 days straight, like what do I want to do? Like I could do this but then no, I could do this but then no. So I'm literally having a constant battle of what to upload. But thank you, at least you know somebody likes the content. Okay you guys, so I asked on my YouTube as well, so I'm going to do a few from YouTube. So let's jump into the first one. Do you see yourself in the future married with Gabriel? And do you ever plan on adopting kids? And if so, how many would you like? I hopefully do see Gabriel in my future, because obviously like that's the love of my life. And I already have 2 kids. I consider my, you know, fur babies my kids. And I do want some real kids, obviously, but I want to get some when I'm like actually a homeowner and like really financially stable, because obviously since I'm not a girl and I don't have, you know, I can't, you know, have kids just like that. Like I have to go through a whole process, and obviously that costs a whole lot of. Do you regret creating an OnlyFans page, and do you think it's affected your relationship negatively? Honestly, I do not regret it. I wish I would have made it sooner or later, because a lot of people don't realize like I am like literally that's what pays for most of my vacations, my rent. Like people are so close-minded about it, but I actually follow people who are bigger and actually do this for a bigger career, and I'm like, okay, I know I'm, you know, not out here just looking dumb. So, and I don't think it affected my relationship negatively. Like me and my boyfriend literally travel every month. Like we have been traveling, and we still have our apartment, we still have a lot of things. We may not drive nice cars, but we get to, I'm always home either way, so I like living, you know, in a cute, comfortable spot. I like, you know, being able to travel. How do you always stay positive when everyone else is so negative? I always love your vibe. So honestly, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of people that claim they're my friends, but they're literally hating on me, throwing shade. But at the end of the day, like people who obviously are hating on someone are miserable with themselves and do not love themselves and are unhappy with their lives. Because I mean, I've seen people that, you know, have better things than me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like trying to hate on them. But it's like, okay, how about I get up to their level and tell them face to face? Or how about I, you know, walk a day in their shoes? People just, you know, are miserable and they want something to hate about, because, you know, it's just, it's so easy to be negative, and it's so like hard to, you know, be positive and, you know, congratulate somebody, be there for somebody. Like a lot of people don't realize that. But at the end of the day, I do have a good support system. I have Gabriel. I have a few friends that I, you know, consider 2 friends, literally 2 friends that, you know, I can go to, that I know I can go to, and it's, you know, vice versa. But yeah, you know, I just at the end of the day live my life, because I know I'm 20 years old and I'm living my best life, because there's a lot of 20-year-olds that don't have half of what I have. So, and those are the main ones that talk, and it's like, how are you going to talk under somebody else's roof? Like, let's not jump into all that, because like at the end of the day, I'm gonna pray for y'all, because I used to be once in your situation years ago, until I finally got up and did something about it, and now look at me. So you guys, that is going to be all for today's Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and if I didn't get to feature your question, I'm sorry. Hopefully the next time I do one, I could feature your question. And if I did feature your question, make sure to comment down below, because, you know, guys, before I end this video, if you guys aren't following me on my new Instagram, yes, a new one, this is what, like my 5th one, just please follow me on my new Instagram here. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay classy, never trashy, and just a little nasty. Fattychris loves you.